No. I did not sleep in these clothes. I'm up. I'm moving, as Doc Hollywood would say. Did I say Doc Hollywood? I was just thinking about Doc Hollywood. I meant Doc from Tombstone, but I was thinking about Doc Hollywood. I had a trivia question I was going to put to you guys. Anyway, so as Doc would say, I'm right as a male, which when you really look what that means, it has to do with a horse, believe it or not. All right, so where are we? Because we got some stuff to get to. How's Europe doing? Anybody close to the prime meridian? Anybody close to the prime meridian? It's time to forget about work, baby. It's time for you to be thinking about your weekend. Jake, good afternoon, General. From last night, you are the boobologist who studies at the art of boobology. We're getting to that. Deepak's in. Jake's there. Two Bear. Joe Haney. Howdy, General. In shop for AC again. Then off to get an alignment oil change. Then a couple of tires after all. All is well. Off to get the stitches out. Well, that means you're not on the road. That's good. Yeah, they're building truck stops now that I've seen, like out in California, that are one stop, like this entire thing. You can get tires, oil change, your truck wash, filled up with gas. You can have a hot shower and a rest, and you can have reservations at a little coffee shop. They do the whole fucking thing out here. It's gigantic. I guess that's working good for you guys. Get everything done. Yeah. All right. So where are we at? Deepak's getting there. Jake's getting there. Two Bear. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Joe Haney, Mr. Bum Fiddly. Tomash is here. Tomash was here last night. Mrs. Four, lovely as ever, I assume, because I can't see you. Mr. Bum Fiddly with a big paragraph there, but some stuff they're talking about the Joe, Two Bear, and Joe, Jake. And we finally get to the bottom with 37 Hearst. Ryan Groen, hey, General, at work, thanks for the entertainment. Ryan, no problem, man. That's what I'm here for, is to laugh with you. Not at you. You're not laughing at me either. You're laughing with me. As long as we can keep those guidelines in place, we should all get along famously. All right. Robert Sabelos, I need to change my fuel pump. Okay. Robert, that's good to know. Oranges are also orange. If we're just going to throw random facts out there, I thought you might like that one too. Taka says evening, and Morse for Wattens talking to Dre. Good there. Two Bear, did Gen X mom get off okay this morning? She did. My millennial son and his lovely girlfriend came down. They didn't get here till late last night, after 11:30ish, and they were all up and out the door at 7:30. The kid actually got his shit together. My one daughter, the millennial daughter that lives here, went out last night, didn't come home last night, raced in at about 6:50, tried to shower, change, dress, and out the door, and they were leaving. They were pulling out the driveway, and she barely got in the car. So I don't know how that's going to work out. She runs on Indian time, and that's not an insult. That's a fact. Indian time, if you've ever lived near any reservations, not if you've had reservations, if you lived geographically near a reservation, you know what I mean. There's time, you do things in life, and there's Indian time. I'm not kidding. It's a true story. Ward says, General, good morning to you, sir. Coming at you from Vancouver Island, BC, Canada. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Hey, Allie must be here because my message got. Well, good morning, Allie. Nice of you to say hello. No text this morning. I know. It's my fault. I always text Allie in the morning, and in a little bit, I forgot. Let me just do it live. Allie, how is my little ray of sunshine today? Let's move on. All right. Evening from Swansea, UK. And who is that? That's Welsh Metalhead. Okay. I'm digging that. I just don't know where Swansea is. Now I got to look that up. Put a push pin in there. Ramona King chatting from Greer, South Carolina. You're talking back and forth. Eric Leroy, if boobs are flowers for men, then can I get a bouquet? That was well said. I like that. Yeah. Well, at least I started that ball rolling. So, Dirty Knobs, happy Friday, General, from and Denmark. Well, it's nice of you, Dirty Knobs, to include Denmark in there. You're wishing me a happy Friday, and I'm assuming they do have Fridays in Denmark. So that does seem appropriate. Well done, young man. Okay, so real quick on this, it just spawned a story on the Indian reservation thing. I lived in Central Oregon for some time, and there's a big, huge Indian reservation north of Madras on the 97. And Indians, they a lot of them live on the reservation, but they do a lot of trading in town for groceries and buy cars and do stuff. One of the things I learned, I thought they were making up stories when I first got there. They said, let's say, and this is just a small, stupid, silly example of local Indians in that area with an old mindset. And this is a story I heard hundreds of times. So there has to be some legitimacy to it at some point in history. But they said, this is they were trying to explain to me, because I'd never been around a reservation. I'd never been around, Indian reservation. I hadn't been that close. I'd been around Indians before, Native American Indians and Indians from India, no big deal. But when you're near a reservation, there's a different mindset on the reservation. And I could tell you stories about being on the reservation. It is like its own country, its own world there. The rules don't apply. I didn't know that either. I learned that as I went along. But one guy says, listen, you don't understand how they think about stuff. And I said, what do you mean? He says, well, let's say that you loan an Indian guy in the reservation $100. And you go a month later and say, hey, I need my $100 back. That Indian will say, hey, you see Sam over there? I loaned it to him. I loaned him $300. So just go get it from him. Now, where I'm in my neighborhood is, I don't give a shit what you do with your money. I loaned you money. You will pay me money. And that guy will look at you like, did you not understand what I said? Sam owes me $300. Just go get it from Sam. Why is this so hard for you to understand? They mean it. They seriously mean it in that direction. You go to Sam, he goes, yeah, Roger over there, he owes me a horse. It's worth about $1,000. Why don't you go get that horse from Roger and then sell it, and then you keep your money, and I'll just take the rest. I want to go find Roger, and I want to go get a horse, and I just want my money. I want my money from the guy, and you're supposed to have $300. I don't want a horse. But that's the way, and they're not doing it to be mischievous or underhanded. That's the point of the story. They're doing it because that's how they do business. That's how a lot of them they're trying to help you get your money. It's over there. I never see anything like it. Once you get used to their way of thinking with some of that stuff, it's much easier to do business and trade with them, because you know what you're getting into, and you know how far you might have to go to. And no one's deceiving you, no one's lying, no one's stealing it from you. It's just this new navigation you have to figure out, because dumb white mechanic, again, in the middle of the high desert, which is where I was. It was a whole nother, since we brought up Indian reservations, I thought I would share that story. Yeah, it's a little confusing to me, but I learned it. Joe Haney, Firewater Fund. Since we're talking Indians, we got to get to a little bit of what happened last night. Everybody, I don't know. Two-stroke and you crack me up. Would love to drink a beer or three with you. Yeah, as long as I can drink whiskey, we're good. There's Lionheart trying to speak Hebrew again. Lion, you're still drunk. You're still not making sense. Nobody knows what you're saying. Okay? All right. Good. Move on. Richard Leonard. So it's like a typical Skyrim quest line. He has my money. He has my horse. Yeah, something like that. It was a thing. So, okay. What happened last night? I did have a lot to drink, and I remember most of it. I do. Yes, I do. But I made some notes this morning because I tried Streamlabs last night. I remember that. That seemed to work out okay. The Streamlabs where I could do a couple pictures and a video, learning how to do that so we can have more context. I'm not trying it this morning. But then like Lionheart texted me early this morning. He's like, hey, great live stream. And I'm like, oh yeah? Was it? Had a good feeling about it. It felt solid, but I don't know if that's I'm not sure if it was solid. I had to ask. And he says, yeah, he says, you were good, man. You talked about circling the wagons. And I went, I talked about circling the wagons. The fuck was I talking about? He goes, no. And then he was talking about, and Josh had a thing right at the end. And I'm like, oh yeah, did I fuck that up? He goes, no. I said, look, it was really important because Josh, I was ready to call it a night. I was really drunk. I was done. I wanted to sign off. And then Allie's blowing up over here. So I look and I got to answer Josh because he was having a heart-to-heart moment. He had something about cheating. I said, yeah, I kind of remember did I fuck that up with Josh or did I do okay? He goes, no, man, you talked about pomegranates. And I went, what? What the fuck is wrong with me? Eric Leroy, it's not Friday unless you fix it behind you. She's not here, Eric. She's not here. Okay. She's 100 and some miles away. Eric, you're just going to have to live in convulsions right now, or you're going to have to get over it, my friend. You are. Tomash, I have a screen recording you talking about and number and stuff. All right. I got you. Tomash. I went off with Tomash last night too, dude. When I left with Tomash mentally and emotionally, did Tomash and I come back? Because I don't remember. But that thing I'm trying to figure out this morning, and I'm getting a couple emails and some text messages, some comments, and they're saying like, "Hey man, that was great. Pomegranates encircling the wagon. I'm there, man." And I'm like, "Yeah, fucking A." What? I don't remember exactly what happened. I guess it was okay. You guys aren't beating me up too bad this morning about it. Rexus, I want to drink with you if you are ever in, if I want Rexus, I want to drink with you if you are ever in California. I owe you a few beers. I live in California. Rexus, I'm in California right now. I'm in the San Joaquin Valley at the southern end, and Gen X Mom is in the valley right now near LA. I don't know where you are, but that's where I am. So yeah, I did get a text from Josh, a message from Josh, and he said, yeah. I said, man, I'm sorry if I fucked it up. And apparently I didn't fuck up the cheating thing. And I've tried to bounce around through some of last night's live stream to pick up on some, but it's just too long. 3 hours, over 3 hours of drinking, smoking, stroking, stoking, and joking. We did a lot last night. We covered a ton. And as I'm leaving, I got that thing about what do you do about cheating? And I'm assuming he was drinking or smoking and I was drinking. And what I do remember is sinking. I remember like pulling myself into a place where I remember the feeling of cheating and the damage and the gut. I don't know how I allowed myself or made myself or it happened. All right, then I must have answered after I kind of sank into my chair a little bit. It's when you do acting or you do writing or you do storytelling, and you often you get into character, and by that I mean you feel the moment. If someone says, "Well, what was it like when?" what was it like when you first fell in love? You try to remember and absorb that feeling and then speak. If you say, what was it like when your father died? You go back to that time and you feel that pain and anguish and heartache and you speak. And I think I remember last night trying to sink into that feeling. And then I don't remember if I spoke correctly or not. I remember that's how we ended it. So yeah, if it wasn't, I don't know. Thank you guys for not just abandoning me. I guess I should start with that. Apologies and thank you. A little gratitude from the big guy for not just dashing out of there going, this guy's fucked in the head. I'm out. Because you very easily could have done that. You guys could have easily left. And I appreciate you didn't. So moving on from that one, Romana King, isn't it rough living in California? Poor man. I don't know. I've lived in a lot of different places. I love California. I just wish we could fix some of the stuff that's fucking it up. Let me put it simply. No. I will promise I will not go off on my California rant. You're all safe. I love the parts that God made. I don't like some of the stuff that man has done to it. Okay. We'll leave it there. Joe Haney. So how much is the new camera? I started looking this morning. Two-Bear, I saw Two-Bear. No, the camera's not in order. I gotta really look. I do. Shit, I was supposed to do that fucking too, and I didn't do it. God damn it. Sorry, guys. Hang on. I know. Getting reminded. My phone's blowing up. I will cover that briefly. Hang on just a second. I should have done. I'm not good at whoring myself out with shit like that. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I will put up the PayPal link. There's the PayPal link. I pinned it. It's supposed to go to the top, but it's in there. Last night, the Bottom of the Glass Nation, we did 3 hours of drinking and smoking and it was great. I don't remember the bits and pieces, but the overall vibe I got when I woke up this morning was fucking cool. Just like when you have a really big party, you can't remember all the party, but you know it's fucking a good party. You know it was. You got that part out of the way. You can feel it. Well, that's the way it was. So I don't even know how we got off on the topic. Oh, I know. I showed you guys the preview to the Justin fucked up blurry camera. Mrs. Ford doesn't have her glasses on video. That's what we started with. I with Streamlabs, I was able to pull that video in and show it real quick and then pull it away. And then we started talking about cameras and we can't afford a camera. We have a new Mac. It's a big new Mac, brand new. So it's got a great camera. And I mean, look, I think I even make this camera look better. It's true. I do. I mean, you don't see any problems here, do you? No, it's a good camera. So, but it's not a really good streaming camera. It's not a good video podcasting camera. It's not. And the kid and I had been looking at cameras, because like you go to the different shows like Joe Rogan and Louder with Crowder and those guys, and you see they have some behind the scenes stuff where you can ask what gear they have and what they use. So we do. We look and see, and the cameras that the cheapest really good one was like $600. The one he really wanted was like $900, not including tax. And all of a sudden, the bottom of the glass nation showed up, and everybody started chipping in chunks of cash. And I said I would match it. So we got to more than enough. It with me kicking in, almost got enough with you guys. So yes, if anybody wanted to donate from Europe, if you did not see the show last night, if you want to chip in a couple bucks, just send the kid a couple bucks on PayPal. That's going towards a real camera. And if you look, why we were laughing at it was the video. Did it drop this morning? Did anybody know if it's up? If the blurry video's up, I'm gonna make me fucking go look, aren't you? I can check real quick. Hold on. I don't know if it went up or not. Yeah, the bad camera viewer is it is up. It's under 3 minutes long, but it was funny last night, and it spawned that thing for the camera. So you guys last night, the Bottom of the Glass Nation guys really fucking came through. That was awesome. I told the kid about it last night because he went and got burgers, but when he got up this morning we crossed paths on the way out, he was really asking me, and I said no. I said I got to go back and add it up, but I think you're fucking beyond good. You can. We can go sit down and make a good choice here. So, which is what we're going to do. We're going to make a really good choice. And I want to make sure that, I am on my correct screen so that Mrs. Ford doesn't yell at me if someone drops a $5 bill. I don't look like a fucking jabroni. Tomash, even on the colorless camera, the general will look like deja vu. Like we've all been here before, huh, Tomash? I know that feeling. Joe Haney, I'll drink for 10, just 10. Okay, listen, I'm not drinking right now. The drink is right there. And I don't, don't make me drink this morning. Please check your phone. I am. I'm on my phone right now, Mrs. Four. Boom, 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 boom. I'm sitting on it. I am on my phone right now. Oh, wait, that's an update. Oh, there's one. Hold on. There is one. $50. And still for mom because it's her birthday week. No, Mrs. Ford, she's been writing that every day since you said that. You told her that a while back you said that this is Gen X mom's birthday all week and every $5, $10. People have still been doing that on other programs and shows, and you've got that thing going, and she's just like, that's my birthday all week. Who the fuck gets a week for their birthday? Okay, I was born on Christmas. I don't get a fucking week for a birthday. That's right. Yeah, Christmas Day in the year of our Lord 1967. I don't get a week. Why, Mrs. Ford? You not had about some of that, Also, just so you know, they bumped. Hold on here. What I miss? Joe, tank for 10. Deepak, apologies in advance for the 2 long emails. All right, Deepak, don't apologize, man. I'll get to them. I will, especially for you, baby. We all good. They demonetize the video. Anytime you guys go watch anytime we were doing the video last night, anybody sees the video, they demonetize the video because of Germany. So if any of you are listening, watching from Germany right now, fuck you. That wasn't very nice. That was mean. I say from Germany because that's where the copyright claim came from. Do you guys remember when I put up the thing about the last to leave? I guess it was like 3 minutes long, and it was called the intro to what would be a podcast. Remember we talked about that last night? One of the things that I do remember, thank you very much. And I thought it was pretty cool. You guys thought it was pretty powerful. We all kind of agreed, yes, we should make that a podcast episode. But YouTube pulled it because in Germany, Alphaville, I guess the band Alphaville is from Germany, and you guys blocked it. So I can't. There's not, normally on a video that's like that, a live stream 3 hours long, from you guys watching the in-stream ads and the replays, we probably get 60 or 80 bucks, for the whole time. It's not much if you're doing it by how long you're on there, but that's not the point. The point is the kid tries to put every video gets $5, $8, $10. The big ones get 50 or 60. Then it adds up to where he's got something. So he really tries to pull, every penny that he can from everywhere. That one's just junk now. We can't do anything with it. It's out. They pulled it. We got a notification this morning. There's a big red X through the monetization saying, yeah, you're fucked. And all it said was from Germany. And then when I dug a little deeper, you can go around it. And then Germany put a block on it because of Alphaville. I guess Alphaville was a German band. And I used the Alphaville song in the background. Boom. Whole stream dead. Thanks a lot, Germany. Oh, Elizabeth Hunt. How do I email Mr. Gen X? I do licensing. I can help them from getting things pulled. GenXDad@genxtalks.com. Go to the website. GenXTalks.com. Everything's on the website. It's all updated. Just go to the bottom. There's all of our emails there. Good stuff. That's how you email me. What's up? Richard Leonard, do you have a P.O. box for fan mail? Yeah, the kid does. Again, GenXTalks.com. Go to the bottom of the page. There's all of our emails for everyone on staff. And then there's a P.O. box. It's actually a personal mailbox because we can get alcohol and tobacco and inflatable blow-up dolls from Nova Scotia. They're allowed. We had to find a P.O. box that allowed those, and it works. So if you have anything to send there, I don't have it memorized. Maybe Allie has it memorized, and Allie can post it. I do not, but it is there. So Miss 41, the long live stream is dead. No, it's not. It's not dead. I just can't. I can't monetize it. I can't get the. Like I said, a stream that big over a month would probably bring the kid about 65 to maybe 85 bucks just from you guys watching the in-stream ads. I know you get 3 cents an ad and stuff like that. I know it's not much, but like I said, he pulls it all together and it turns out to be a couple bucks, and then we use it in the right direction. However, we can't on that one. I have asked them, I said, well, can you guys, YouTube gives you some options. One of them is, would you like to mute the sound? I did that once. I'm like, yeah, if you just got, because we a long time last year, was almost 2 years ago now, we did some intro music at the beginning of a big show. We just had somebody's phone playing near the microphone, but it was just right. You could hear the music, you could hear us talking, we're just getting going, but it was just a regular song like off the radio, and it got demonetized. The whole thing said, oh, you played some song by Genesis and you can't do that, it's their stuff now, they're collecting all the money. So one of the choices was, would you like to mute, the portion? And I'm like, well, yeah. So I hit mute, and it muted the whole fucking live stream. Well, what good is that if the whole fucking live stream we're just sitting there looking like a bunch of jabronis behind the counter, just yapping and flapping, and no noise is coming out? So that was dumb, and you can't undo it. So I had to delete the whole live stream. This is, like I said, almost 2 years ago, I guess. But that's what I had to do. So this one is like, there are some choices like, and it says, would you like to try to trim out that part? And I didn't know if they meant trim out the segment or trim out just the audio. I was looking into it, but for right now, the stream isn't dead. The stream's up. You can go watch it all you want. But I can't, the $85 that might have gone to the kid goes to Germany. It goes to Alphaville if we leave it up and it stays that way. It's just dumb. The other thing I could do is I could demonetize it myself. I could turn it off, and that way even those fuckers don't get the money. But you know what? YouTube's got a lot of money, so that's Joe Haney's take it down so they can't make the money either. All I have to do is go and demonetize it myself. Just turn off. I can have the choice whether we turn on the money or off. If I turn it on normal stuff, then the kid gets a few bucks. If I turn it on and it's copyrighted, they get the few bucks. But if I turn it off, nobody does. Well, I'm not trying to piss off Germany. I'm not trying to piss off Alphaville. I love Alphaville. What I'm trying to say is that if YouTube's going to run ads and they're going to get money, then fuck it, let somebody get the money. Even if it's not us. But if there was a way to trim out that part and still leave the audio for the rest of the show on, then yeah, I would try to do that. So that's what I was looking into, and then I had this show to do, so I didn't. Yeah. What the fuck are we talking about Germany for? God damn it. Oh my God. Someone wrote, who the fuck is Alphaville? Dravy 85? Who the fuck's Alphaville? I'm going to assume Dravy 85 means you were born in 85. So when you were 1 year old, there was a really nice song from Alphaville that you should go listen to. And it has to do with the podcast. Do you know what the song is? Does anybody remember what the name of that song is? I think it was their most famous song of all time. Anybody? Bum, bum, bum. Anybody remember? Elizabeth Hunt said, Carla says, take a breath. Elizabeth Hunt, fuck Germany. Not really. My bro was born there in a military base. Anybody? Come on. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the name of that song by Alphaville. I'm still waiting. Joe Haney's never heard of them? How could you guys not ever heard of Alphaville? They had like a number one record in 1986. Unbelievable. Nobody's got it. All right, whatever. Really, I'm going to have to tell you because you don't know. Tom says Alphaville. What? Okay, you know what? I never heard of Alphaville. All right, Alphaville, Germany. Let's just say there's an Alphaville, Germany, and that's what this whole conversation was about. Was a little tiny village in the Black Forest. There, now we got it all. There it is. Alexander, forever young. Elizabeth, forever young. Mrs. Don't say it. Oh, Mrs. Ford, if only you had a microphone. James G got it. Did he get it first? Let's go back pretty far, man. I don't see it. I believe if you say you got it, I do. People don't lie about shit like that. It's right. So yeah, they cheated and Googled it. Michael Roeder. Now, just because that's something you would do doesn't mean they did it. Now you think about that. Dravy says, I'm a huge music nerd. I live in the 60s and 70s, and I've seriously never heard of them. Well, there's not much to hear. They have their album was okay, but they had one big song. It probably went number one even over in UK, but definitely was number one song here for a while, so it was good. All right, so what are we talking about? We had some stuff. All right, casino night is tonight. And I don't know where Miss Liz is. I don't even know if Miss Liz is here. She hasn't texted my phone. Hang on. Something just came through. Bum, 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 bum. And it says you received $2.56 from, didn't say a name. I don't know if you want me to say your last name because I don't see that name in here, but I'll say Daniel. So Daniel, a couple bucks in there. Thanks, my friend. But there's no message. I can't. I wanted to read what you said, but you didn't say anything. So far out, man. No. Don't. Every dollar fucking helps. I'm telling you. You start throwing a $1 bill, a $2 bill, a $3 bill on a stack. The stack eventually gets big enough where you can do something with it. So thank you for every bit. Thank you for taking the time to do that with PayPal too. Kids really going to appreciate it. But you didn't leave a message. I don't know what to tell you. I can't reply. I can't respond. I can't even quote you. All right. Did I don't think I went on a rant with anybody last night. I was trying to remember if I did. I don't think I did. I don't think that I went after anybody. Was it nobody I didn't take anybody on last night. Nobody pissed me off. I'm thinking that I'm okay. Oh, there's Daniel Evers. Just donated. Love your content. Are you going to be in LA for the All-Star game at Dodger Stadium in a few weeks? I did look up tickets. Because you can get tickets in the bleachers, and then there's that bar. They put those bar tables up right outside of the ends of the field there, and at the bullpens, right on the outside, just above those. And you can go sit there wherever you have a ticket at your stadium. You can go sit there for free. So I was just going to get some bleacher tickets and then go over there. They're like the cheap tickets when I looked at them were like $1,500 a ticket. I'm like, no. Pass. I would love to go. I mean, how many times is the All-Star game going to be in my hometown at Dodger Stadium. That's pretty rare. And I don't know. I don't have the spare money. I'd love to. I had spare money a few years ago, and the kid and I went to the World Series at the Red Sox. When the Red Sox beat, we actually went to the game where they won the trophy at Dodger Stadium. So we can say we've been to a World Series game, but that was then. Right now, no. That'd be a foolish way for me to spend the money. Not even on a credit card would I do that. That would be a bad move. Someone would have my dick in a sling, and not in a good way. Okay, so no. And I think we're okay there, clearing that out. All right. So I have to do that because sometimes it's you guys. So I gotta. So well, there was something else. It was last night. We talked about. We did the camera casino night. I don't know where Miss Liz is. I don't know. I know. I'm assuming it's happening. I haven't heard from Miss Liz. She hasn't chimed in here at all. Gen X mom she got frustrated with the whole fucking. We went through this last night about the whole fucking exchange thing to the guys over in Europe with the money and stuff. We got the cash. You're just trying to get it to them. So open up the doors. Miss Liz, I will start emailing after I speak with the general after the live stream. The Zoom code was created. So they got paid. Miss Liz, I'm looking right at you, Liz. Did you and Gen X mom work that shit out where they got paid? I mean, I'm in. I wanted to do it. It's just to turn it Liz. It did turn into a little bit of a clusterfuck, just a little bit. Yeah, and you women were handling it, and then I had to step in, and I don't know if I made it worse or better, but I just didn't want everybody to get ripped off. So, yes, Miss Liz is here, but she isn't answering. She didn't text my phone either, so I don't know if she's. All right. So I guess casino night's on for tonight. If you bought a ticket, you're going. If you didn't buy a ticket, you can hear about it later. I don't think we're simulcasting this because we don't want to get banned if any adult shenanigans go on. If anything changes, I'll let you know. But I don't know how this is going to go. I really am excited. I want to make it something fun. And then I'm assuming we're all going to learn a ton about casino night, virtual casino night, Zoom calling everybody. And then maybe we can do another one where we learned what works and what doesn't. We'll make the second one even better. Yeah, we'll try that. Okay. You know what I didn't do? I'm surprised Allie's not blowing up my fucking phone right now. I didn't open up. I don't have Allie between the sheets, so the other one is Docs. I got a Doc Allie right there. Okay, so we go to, where is it? Passing notes, and because that's what she wanted to call it. Fine. And she hasn't written me anything detrimental, so it means I didn't miss anything from Miss Liz, which is good. And there we go. All right, back. Oh, where was I? Sandy R, don't forget to leave the chat Sandy R, don't forget to leave the chat just long enough to hit the like button. Yeah, Sandy, I don't have control over that. I don't shut it off. I don't close out the tab, but YouTube lets you guys, me too. They let us talk for a certain amount of time in there, and then that's it. Whoa, Daniel Edwards, I'm hosting a charity bowling event with Steve Garvey. Would love you and your son to go. It's on me. Been 42 years. That Steve Garvey's my all-time favorite player. I've met him like 30 times. Like if you go to Steve Garvey and go, you're a fan out in Bakersfield is like 400 pounds. He'd go, oh yeah, that guy. He wouldn't remember my name, I'm sure. But I guarantee he'd remember me because every few years I run into him in some place, trying to, go there. He's like, hey, you, every time. I got so much stuff signed by Steve Garvey. I even have his college baseball card at Michigan signed. Daniel, what can I do to make this happen? I will gladly be on my knees to go see Steve again. I love Steve Garvey. I used to stand like Steve Garvey when I played baseball in Little League. Everything we did out at our street, we had a little sandlot type of thing in a cul-de-sac. We'd play baseball, and I was always the Dodgers, and I was always Steve Garvey. It's been 42 years since the last time I was there. I can't. If you're doing a charity bowling event, I would love to be there just in the background, standing there, just to say I could see him. Because if all I'd have to do is, Steve, if he waved to me one time, my day would be complete. Yeah, a little bit of hero worship there, but Steve Garvey's been my guy since 1975. Yes, that long. Daniel, I promise you show him a picture of me and remind him that I was there under the lights. We spent an hour walking on Dodger Stadium's field between events, him and I just talking. And then up in Bakersfield, he came and did a thing up there, and I was with him the whole time. Ask him. I guarantee he'll remember the I stand out, man. I stand out. I'm a big, huge guy. He won't remember my name or what anything about me, but he'll remember my size. He go, that's the biggest fan I've got. Literally. If you got to be known for something, at least be known for something, man. So for Christ's sake. Yeah, Daniel, I'm totally in on Steve Garvey. I mean, we just took this show in another direction, made it personal, and nobody gives a shit anymore. Okay. The general is going bowling. You don't want to bowl with me. No, you don't want to do that. I'm afraid you'd lose. Your mind watching me fall all over the place. Oh, Elizabeth, she says, it's so adorable to see him with an idol. Yeah, I don't want you guys to see me all mushy and keep the cameras away. I can act cool in front of Steve, say, Mr. Garvey, nice to see you again. How you been? Working out okay for you? Things all right? Good. Cameras go off. You can see me. Oh my God, Steve, sign my arm right here in permanent ink. I'm never washing it again. I wouldn't do that. Come on. I'm not like that. All right. What was I going to say here? Lori tall, like 6+. Who's Lori and who's tall and who's 6+? Oh, how tall is the general? Well, I'm 400 pounds, but the bad news is I'm 5'8". So I look like a big fucking bowling ball going down the road. But that's, if I wear different colors when I roll, then you get a little visual effect there, and you forget all about the bad part, and all of a sudden it becomes fun. Put a little corny circus music to it. Hey, I'm an event. True. Oh my God. Oh, Sandy R, thanks for the shout out, Jenna. Just reminding the viewers. Yes, I am. I'm trying to do it. Carla Snow, I'm not going to tat Steve Garvey's name on me. I would never do that again. Let's move on. Can't wait for tonight. Looking forward to it. Josh Maddox, that's good. Norm C, I'm Gen X. High school was Fast Times at Ridgemont High meets Breakfast Club. Those are the exact two movies I tell everyone to watch if they want to begin to comprehend Gen X. Is start with those two things. I fully endorse that completely. Josh, still really grateful for all the kind words last night. I'm hoping that everybody had a hand in that, Josh. And then I know you wrote me the email, and I know I wrote you quickly back this morning, but I'm hoping I didn't fuck up the ending, because you caught me. You caught me when I was ready to sign off. My brain was only running like on 10%, and that's usually when I fuck up. I hope I didn't. Lionheart, I laughed with you on that one. I don't know who or what, but thank you. Where are we going? Boom, 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 boom. Yep, Norman C says, yes, sir. That's because it's the same thing. Him and we did this exact on the same page. And we're not wrong, by the way. We're not fucking wrong on that. Ridgemont High and Breakfast Club is where you begin, and then it grows from there. But that's how you start your foundation. Then you can move on. Understanding Generation X. Michael Roeder, you just got to squish him to get him over. If you squeeze me in a hug, I get taller. It's true. That's I won't say that. Yeah, I should say that. I was talking about how tall is the general. People would ask me that growing up. So how tall are you? And my high school immature response was always the same. Well, to women, isn't it? Well, I'm taller on my back. I'm 6'1", but I'm taller on my back. Look, it was an immature joke. It worked better when I was in high school. It was a lot funnier. I mean, I still had the look to make it convincing, but it worked better back then. All right. Those are youngsters. You can steal that one. Josh Maddox, General, you made me feel much better. I was a bit speechless, to be honest. Nothing but love. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that, my friend. As long as I didn't come across stupid and fuck up our friendship, then fuck it. I'm in. It was worth it. Yorkshire Pudding. Good evening, General. Cider in hand from God's own country, Yorkshire. That's what I'm talking about. You guys over there near the Prime Meridian, start drinking. Let's go. I'm not fucking kidding. Tyrant, Back to the Future to even start to comprehend. Yeah, that's another one too. I saw I think Michael Dawson sent a GIF or a meme, and it just said it was a picture of the DeLorean in that alley, raising up, getting ready to go, and Michael J. Fox was looking down the alley, and the caption said, "In back in 1985, we wanted to travel to the future. Now, all we want to do is go back to the 80s and stay there." It's a true story. It would. Well, a lot of you young kids wouldn't make it back in the 80s. There's a lot of you youngsters that wouldn't even survive. If I dropped you guys back off in 1982 and said live for 6 months, there's a ton of you that wouldn't make it. No, there you wouldn't even get there. Okay. Carla says you're fun size like me. Carla, I'm not really 5'8". God, I was exaggerating. I was 5'6". Okay. Okay, whoever said Teen Wolf for the win, knock that shit off. No. Mm-mm. I'm a Michael J. Fox fan, but you take that movie and you can just toss it out into the Pacific. You put that away. Check your phone, all right? Mrs. Ford checking my phone. Pom, 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 pom. And there is another one in there. I missed it by 1 minute. Come on, 1 minute. 1 minute. Would have been more, but you saved me. Donation. Don't. Mrs. Ford. Fuck. Still for mom, but don't pout. Green label coming soon. And a half a C note from Mrs. Ford again. Now, I'm going to let this one slide, young lady. I'm going to let this slide about the whole mom thing because you guys don't know what Green Label is. The Green Label Jack Daniels is another old number 7, but it's a solid green label, not the beige label with that green stripe around it. Not that. It's real solid 100% green fucking label, and it's illegal west of the Mississippi. I got people trying to buy it all the time. There's liquor stores that have been here over 100 years that are dialed back into pro fucking ambition, and they can't get it. And then somehow, Mrs. Ford, she just, I dream it, blinks in her little ponytail and comes knocking on my front door. Most amazing thing I've ever seen. Has some of the best fucking live streams on here ever because of Mrs. Ford. And you all owe her. You do too. You over there sitting there, and you owe her. It's kind of like Romper Room, isn't it? No. Michael Roeder, I gave you my last available money for the kid for a super chat last night, and you blew right over it. No more for the rest of the month. Michael Roeder, I'd have something clever to say. Michael, I'd have some pithy reply, but you complain more than any 9 people I know put together, combined. So if I miss one of yours, as far as I'm concerned, I'm okay with that because that sets you off. And then I get to hear you complain. Pum, 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 pum. Just letting you know. Pum, 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 pum. Oh, even Ali says, Michael, you left before you read it. Oh, so not only are you griping and complaining, for people that don't know what the word griping means, if you're under the age of like 40, go look up what the word griping means. Then you can come back and hang out with Gen X. Michael Roeder's griping and complaining, and he's wrong. Thank you, Ali. Ali, what we should do with Michael Roeder, just to see, this should just be a test. We should do this. We should get Joe on board, and we should get Ali on board. Anytime Michael Roeder complains, just put him in the fucking thing for the timeout for those 300 seconds. Now, let's see at the end of a program how many minutes he actually spends in the woodshed. Every time he complains, now, if he says something nice, yeah, right. If he says something nice or cordial, let it go. But every time he complains about something, I don't care if he complains about the shape of the moon on a Friday night. If he complains, you should put him in there for 300 seconds and let's see how many times he complains. Or maybe this will stop him from complaining. I don't know. It's a test. It's really all on Michael Roeder, isn't it? This whole thing now is in the hands of Mike. Mike can do whatever he wants. Mike can go to the woodshed 17 times an episode, or he can think about what he's saying before he says it. Yeah, this isn't the Yellow Pages, Mike. You don't let your fingers do the walking and talking. Think, buddy. Rexus, you drink Knob Creek. I have drinking Knob Creek. It's good stuff. I didn't mind it at all. I've drank a lot of whiskeys. You guys have sent me a lot of things, and I've tried a lot of different brands, and I love them. They're smooth. I just go back to my favorite cigar, my favorite whiskey. I'm kind of kind of a baseball, burgers, and apple pie kind of guy. I know there's nicer places to be in the world and nicer restaurants. I got it. I'm really comfortable just being average. I really am. What did I miss? Kevin Grimes, is it Joshua? Devin SS. Look at lovely Devin showed up with the big red kiss, the pink heart, the flowers, the wise old owl, the mic. Oh, and she gave me a kiss at the end. What's that last symbol? I don't know what that one is. Looks like a lucky number 7 jackpot. Just wanted to say hello, and I still love you, Devin. Thank you. I was beginning to wonder if I needed to break out my 3-part apology, but apparently I don't have to. So Devin SS has chimed in, telling me she loves me. Another one comes through, and this one I missed by 1 minute. Daniel Edwards again, $10. General, now that I know you're a big Garvey, what a big fan of Garvey you are, you and your son have to come. My email is this. Please email me, and I will send you the event info. We can connect about the details. I will do that right after the show. I will. I'm not kidding. There's baseball bats signed by Garvey. I got my very first All-Star card I ever got on the corner of it was a liquor store on Satakoy in Tahunga. I opened up the 4th card in was his All-Star card, and I got it framed, and I got a baseball that he signed for me when I was a kid. I mean, he used to do grocery store openings and used car lots, car dealerships. And I'd ride my bike all over the San Fernando Valley to go to those things. And I'd stand in line in the heat for 6 hours just to have him sign a picture that I cut out of a magazine one time or a newspaper clipping. No. I'm a huge Garvey fan and a big advocate for him being in the Hall of Fame. Let's see here. So what I got to do and do. Okay, so yeah. I will do that. I promise you, I will be on board doing that. It's a huge fucking moment for me to even have the opportunity to meet him again, because you never know when he's going to get too old and not do them, and I'm going to get too old and can't go do it. It's going to be a big thing. Oh God, Allie, I know you, Allie. Thank you for that little thing right there, but it would have been much nicer if they were boobs instead of someone complaining about me complaining about complaining. And I got to go back to my thing. Okay, now I'm back on my email. All right, so where are we? We're here. How are you? You're there too. Eric Seals, happy Friday. Hope you're having a great day. So far, Eric, I am. We've recapped everything I fucked up on last night, and we move forward, which is good. And if I not, I might get to meet Steve Garvey again. If you don't know who Steve Garvey is, look him up. He was important to me, and therefore he will be unimportant to you. Moving on in a direction, we had something else to talk about. Let me see my notes. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah, real quick on the chat room. Everything is moving along smooth in the chat room. Everything's going along great. Lionheart is the overlord. If you guys have a complaint about the chat room, look up his email on genxtalks.com at the bottom. If you have a suggestion, look it up, email him, or talk to him in the chat room. Let him know what's going on. It's more than fine. He's a cool cat, and I was pretty sure that he would be really good at this job, and he's exceeded. He's exceeded my expectations. He's done a great job in there. All little bullshit. There's been a couple little skirmishes that have come up. He's fucking handled every one of them. So as long as I don't have to come in and micromanage anything, that's what I like the best. And he's doing a wonderful job. So I don't know if we have the link to the chat room. I could probably find it unless Allie's going to put it up for me. Then you guys need to go there. Between live streams, anywhere you are in the world, just go there and log in. Discord took me a few minutes to figure out, but it wasn't too tough. But going to the chat room between, it's like Bible studies between services. These are your religious services. Yes, they can count for that. And then and the chat room is where you go between the shows, between the services. That's like your little in-home Bible studies between your big services. Now, do you feel better about the whole picture now? The Gen X talks. You feel better? I've just helped you out now. That's you're welcome, America and Denmark. Tori Kozer, can I get the Discord link? The last time I tried it, it said my invite expired. Well, there's one right below your chat from Allie. She probably has the most updated version of that. Yeah. Where's Joe Haney? Joe Haney's there. Elizabeth Monroe, I just love you so much. You remind me of myself. I woke my children up at midnight last night to have them watch your videos. Finally, someone thinks and speaks the way I do. Rare find. Well, Elizabeth, thank you for saying so. You will not agree with everything I say. I won't agree with everything everybody else says. But you know what? Um, as people, if we can all just find some common ground and then use some common sense, we can accomplish a lot. I don't agree with everything that goes on out there, but sometimes I just, let's just go forward. I'm not going to die on every fucking hill so everything goes my way. There's some core beliefs I'm going to push forward. I'm glad, Elizabeth, you signed on for some of those, and I'm sure I'd agree with yours. I'm sure if you listed 10 things you were in favor of, I would endorse every one of them. I'd stand right behind you, believing what you're saying too. Thank you for that. It's important. I like it when someone new shows up and there's a new name when someone says, "Hey, just want you to know I saw your stuff and I agree with it." Good. Because how do you think I found this stuff that I'm talking about? I saw someone else saying it. I agreed with them. These aren't my original thoughts. No, this is common ground. That's how I feel about it anyway. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert, seeking the truth. On vacation with the family in a minivan with 3 kids that are all nutty and impatient for the beach house to become available. This is my getaway from the getaway, General. Seeking the truth. I hadn't heard from you in a while. Now I wondered why. You're going to need a vacation in the middle of your vacation. We used to do that too. We'd go out to the coast and I'd have to do something different than the family just to get some peace and quiet while we were on vacation. Seeking the truth, big sponsor of the program for a long time. I'm agreeing with you. I had to do the same damn thing. Deepak, a young guy at work with me today, asked him to do physical work. I am exercising my right to watch and learn. I replied, you better start exercising your right to exercise or go home. Deepak, don't use the same word in the same sentence. He won't understand what you're saying. You can't exercise to exercise. You can't exercise in your exercise. He's not going to understand that. You're going to lose him. He's going to look at you and go, what? That's all you're going to get. Oh, what was Mrs. Four saying there? Mrs. Four, what'd you say? Truth, I hope you have a great trip. Yeah, I'm with you there. I hope he does too. Josh Maddox is talking to Joe Haney. Okay. Whoa, Carla says there's a nasty comment from Michael. All right, I'll bite which Michael and above, and I didn't see it. I'm still not seeing it. So either it got erased or maybe it was Michael Roeder. Maybe he's in his first time out. You never know. I didn't see it, so I'm looking. I don't see it. Boom, 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 boom. This was good. You're going to say, oh, I see, Michael Roeder. You complain all the time about me complaining. Yes. So time yourself out. I'm here to support the kid. If you want me gone, just say so. No. Let's go back to the beginning of your statement, Michael. You're saying you complain about me complaining. Yes. Therefore, I either have to stop and let you keep complaining, or if you stop complaining, I won't have anything to complain about. Oh, you see how that works? Cart, horse, cart. You got that? See how that works there? All right. Glad you're coming along with me on that one. Moving along. Where'd I miss? Something turns you. Oh, Tori, you got your Discord on that one. Good. Laying it down. And Mr. Bumphilly, I bet you're happy about that. Just talking to Joe. Niners, he's been around today, but I haven't seen Niners forever. Spotty, your attendance is spotty at best. I remember the sunburn John Candy had in that movie. Did I miss the movie? What were we talking about? Was that I don't know what movie you're talking about. Nothing comes to mind, but you need to tell me. Joshua Danley, Keith, he pulls his microphone in closer and does those. I'm not doing that right now. There's not enough women in here, and you weirdo men, I'm not doing it for you. I should have a harem only live stream. Then I could turn on all the lights in the dark and talk in the microphone. Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, and I don't like doing it unless I'm drunk. Oh, you guys. I'm telling you. All right. So, Smicky is here. I haven't seen Smicky in a bit, and I didn't see Go Smoke a Toad, and I haven't seen Ren, and I don't know where. There's just a few girls in here today. I wonder if any of the girls wear their harem shirts while they watch. I wonder if any of the girls are going to have their harem shirts tonight at the casino, the virtual casino night. Be nice if they did. I mean, I just would like to think that you. I don't mind if you have your harem girls shirts and they're just a novelty item. That's okay. That's fine. But I'm just again, I'm wondering if anybody ever wears them. Joshua Denley, member for 4 months, Legion of X. Keith was saying your voice sounds cool on podcast. Oh, yeah, I got what you're saying there. Nightbot boobs. I haven't seen any boobs yet today. No one has shown me boobs yet today. No one. So my heart's broken a little bit. There I go, Smoke a Toad. You know I wear them. I believe she does for sure. You know what? I showed everybody last night, but everybody who's at a pub in Ireland, Scotland, and anywhere in Great Britain, these are coming out soon. These are big fuckers. I don't know if I can show you that right. The Gen X Talks, the font is going to be a little different. It's etched in the glass. It's going to be a little different. But this is the prototype one. It's got the American flag on it and the date, 2022. Now I know you might have some hurt feelings in England about an American flag, but I'm sorry. That is our base of operations. This is where we live, okay? And England, you really don't have anybody to blame but yourselves, okay? I mean, you had a 13-0 colony lead on us, and we still came from behind. No. We didn't have any colonies. You guys were up 13-0. We still came back. All right. You got to give some props for that. Little pat on the back. Yeah. So these are coming out, and these are the big ones. These are 9-inch ones. These aren't the 7-inch ones that are a little narrow. These are the big heavy ones. I do have to take it down, and I have to put it in a package and see how much it's going to be sent. It may not be worth it to buy one. But I showed them to the guys last night on the Bottom of the Glass Nation show. I'm showing it to you folks on the European show for everybody in Europe, because you fuckers over there can put away some pints in your pubs. I know you can. So this might be appealing for you folks over there, but they're not on the website yet. We haven't got them there. Maybe in the next couple of days. But these are going to be for sale. And they're big. I'm telling you. I mean, you guys know how big my hands are. That's a big fucking mug. It is. So I don't know why I'm still holding it. That seems kind of childish, but they're coming up. They'll be out, and I don't know. I'll try to figure out something on them to see if it's the shipping is going to fuck everybody. Daniel Cardwell, welcome to Legion of X. Daniel, appreciate your support. Daniel with 2 N's. Daniel Cardwell. I got the last name right. How do you say 2 N's? And why would you have 2 N's if I can't? Just say one. I'll say Daniel. But if you put 2, I can go Daniel. Legally, I can. That's what you wrote. All right, so back to the mug. Yes, the Stein, the beer Stein. The big thing is going to be shipping. If we could all agree that the shipping sucks and the post office fucking sucks, and FedEx and UPS are a bunch of money hungry assholes. Although I don't have my own plane to fly it to Australia, so I guess I'm going to have to rely on someone who does have a fucking plane. God damn it. Tomasz Ken, the one and only, the special one, Tomasz, holding down the border on the Eastern Wall in Israel. He is our number 1 highest ranking Israeli official over there. To be continued. We're waiting. We will wait, Tomasz. Joe Haney, Europe snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Hey, look, I'm not down on England. I love you guys. I do. But every now and then somebody gets a few ruffled feathers and America could have been all ours. I'm like, well, yeah, you were up 13-0. I agree, but hey, I wasn't there. Maybe there's some stuff that went on I don't know about. All right, maybe everybody's fighting, and then one of the generals, his wife said, "Come home." You didn't take out the trash, and so he had to take his army and go back across the ocean. I don't know. I wasn't there. It could have been purely circumstantial on why we ended up in charge. Which we've been doing pretty well. We're doing okay with that. We turned out we can govern ourselves. Just took a little bit. We figured some shit out. All right, look, my time is coming to an end. Everybody, my hour is up. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you for Mrs. Four for the donations there. Thank you for the backhanded compliment of the Green Label whiskey when you're trying to sladdle in there for Gen X Mom under the radar. I caught you. I did. Listen, I got it's 11 o'clock. I got half an hour. I'm trying to grab something to eat. And then I got to do the General's Lunchbox is from 11:30 to 12:30 on Facebook. It's the bottom of the lunchbox. You guys were the bottom of the glass last night. This is the European show for everybody across the pond. We love you guys. And then the Lunchbox one is everybody kind of slows down. You take a step back. You relax. Okay. It's a whole different vibe there. Whole different feeling. So I got to go. I'm out of here. And Jake McClatchy, welcome. He's an extra. Boy, you slid that one right in at the finish line, Jake. The chat will stay up for another minute or two after that. If you guys want to head over to the chat room, you can. Lionheart will be over there officiating and refereeing. He's got his own blue wrench over there, just like Ali has a blue wrench here. He got one over there. You guys can hang out in the chat room for a little bit. I've got to go. I got stuff I got to do, and I got less than 30 minutes to get it ready. So that's it. From the general, from the lunchbox is coming, from everyone over here at Gen X Talks. We will catch you guys on the flip side.